tablet slipped from my grip terribly. Did I disappoint you? Did I disappoint you, Father? I failed you. Can I be better?
Hi, my name is Laurence Fuller, and I'm an actor and a poet. I'm speaking to you from my study in West Hollywood that's just filled with books and recording equipment and arts, which are the things that take up my day. I will show you a bit about my life here. I got into NFTs and Web3 because really I found it was the only way to combine those three passions that I've had my whole life of cinema, fine arts, and poetry and performance into a single voice, into a single practice. And to watch that take hold and find its life online has given me great hope for this evolving culture. So my background, my father founded this art magazine called Modern Painters, 1986, the same year I was born. My mother is a painter, and she made that of me when I was a baby. And as a writer, I won these two awards for writing a screenplay about my late father, just recently, last year. And I have been the lead actor in many films, and most recently on the HBO show Minx as the painter David Hockney.
So, it's the price of being a pioneer, I suppose. Misunderstood by most. You get used to it.
Who just coincidentally was like best friends with my late father. He was a painter. So I've actually gotten the opportunity to play painters in films and TV shows. It also coincided with my dear friend Tania Rivilis coming to LA. And she brought with her this portrait of David Hockney, which was amazing. So, you know, having these artists as a part of my life it's been a great source of inspiration as well. I'll get into that in a minute. So really, for me, Web3 and NFTs have been about exploring new ways of storytelling in the modern world.
An emperor of forgotten lands, wretched wealth in wrecked abyss, empty coffers he rolled boulders up cliffs like Sisyphus.
So I started writing poetry. It really came out of my acting process. I would do a ton of journaling in the development of characters, backstory, connecting with my own memories and emotional sort of journaling. This here is my patio, where I can often be found with a journal, scribbling notes, or at like cafes. I like to drink coffee and kind of be around people while I'm writing. My journal looks completely like a ton of scribbles, right? And then over time I sort of edit that down into something that resembles a poem and that tells a story. It often starts with the saplings of an idea that is developed between myself and the visual artist, and then I take notes on that and I look at the stills that they are sending me during their process, and I write some more, and something starts to shape out of it. And then I spend some days usually refining it before I come to recording. Here is my microphone. So I sit here with my computer, and this is where I record. And a lot of the poem also sort of has another period of editing and refinement, also exploration during the performance. I sort of find out what comes off the page well, what has emotional content, what makes an impact, and how I can tell the story better just actually by performing it. Because it's one thing to read a poem and another thing to perform it. And the two things can be related. Like a good poem to read can often be a good one to perform. but not always. And sometimes it's very simple things as well that can be really come off the page. And simple ideas or simple phrasing can be have a lot of impact in the performance. So this is where I guess the final life of the poem takes place before I edit it in with the visuals.
The beginning of a fall is what connects you to the rest of your life.
So I got involved with Kamp Kilmer because somebody sent me Wes Henry's collaboration with Val Kilmer and tagged me in the comments, a friend of mine. And then I commented, fantastic to see Val getting into NFTs. And I immediately got a DM from the Kamp Kilmer account and was fascinated to find out about this project, and met with Randy, and we had lunch to sort of discuss all the possibilities, and I'm really excited to see what they have planned and what is the future for this project with a lot of heart.